If you want to learn how you can save money on shipping your handmade products, then stick around because I'm sharing my top 5 tips that you can use right now to lower your shipping costs. Hi, I'm May Pak, and I help makers, artists, and designers make a consistent income from selling their handmade products online. Shipping is a big part of every physical product business, right? And it's especially important for handmade shops to be able to get their products to their customer in excellent condition so that they're completely wowed and want to buy from you again. But you want to be able to give your customer that good experience at an affordable price so you don't have to A, hike up the price of your product, or B, charge an arm and leg for shipping. It's a real balancing act. And with companies like Amazon offering free shipping, it's getting even more challenging for us small shops to stay competitive, right? Because the bar is set so high. But don't count yourself out just yet, because today I'm sharing my top 5 tips that you can use right now to save money on shipping costs. So let's dive in. Number 1, you want to get commercial shipping rates. Now, you don't need to be a huge business to be able to take advantage of commercial pricing. I just did a whole video on shipping where I share some great online shipping services that you can use, and I'll link that video here so you can check that out. But some popular shipping services are Endicia, ShipStation, PirateShip, and Stamps.com. These are services that will provide you with discounts on retail shipping rates. So, just like we have retail and wholesale prices for our customers, and when we're buying supplies from our suppliers, the USPS and other services offer retail and wholesale prices on their shipping as well. So you definitely want to make sure that you're getting the best prices on your shipping rates as possible here. Tip number 2, you want to make sure that you're charging your customers correctly for the packages, and this usually involves charging by weight. Okay, so there's nothing worse than charging all of your customers a flat fee and then finding out that, oops, it's actually going to cost you twice as much to get your package to your customer and you lose money. So you want to make sure that you're actually charging the correct price. This may mean that you need to use a weighing scale or a machine and some software that weighs your products and then can charge those variable rates. And don't hesitate to add the cost of the box into your shipping cost. This is all about charging what it costs you to actually ship. So what does charging properly for your packages look like for most people? It usually means integrating your shopping cart or your website with your shipping program. This is then called calculated shipping so that you can ship by the weight and adding in the cost of your shipping. So that includes the box, a little bit of tape that you use, and then rolling all of that together to be charging your customers an accurate cost so that you're not losing money on any of the packages that go out your door. Okay, tip number 3, you want to select boxes that actually fit the items that you're shipping. I know when you're just getting started, it is really tempting to just buy one size of box and just pile everything inside, whether it's 1 item or 3 items. But you know what? It's a huge waste of money to fill a giant heavy box with packing peanuts to only ship 1 small item. Most box supply centers are selling box sizes in lots of 10 or 25 pieces, so it's not uncommon to buy a small size box, a medium size box, and a large size box that fits your different products. So if you can get a variety of boxes or mailers, then you're not going to be wasting money by the weight of a box that's too large. That's what I do at Tiny Hands, my jewelry shop. We don't go crazy buying like 20 different size boxes and mailers, but we know based on our sales data what the most common order sizes are. Like most people buy 1 item or 2 to 3 items, and we have the appropriate bubble mailers that fit those different scenarios. Number 4, you just heard me say that most box retailers sell in sizes of 10 or 25 or 50, so you want to be buying your packaging in bulk. I don't know if you've done the price comparison, but buying a box or a bubble mailer at your local convenience or office supply store or even at the post office, it's so expensive than buying it in bulk, right? If you buy 1 mailer at a time from these places, you're paying 2 or 3 or even 4 times the wholesale cost that you could be buying them for. And the more you streamline your items, the better. So going back to tip number 3, you want to make sure you're looking at your products and doing a little bit of a detailed analysis on what size packaging you're going to need. And then go ahead and double down and purchase those boxes and mailers in the sizes that you need to ship them well. Tip number 5, This isn't literally about the packages per se, but it's still super, super important, so I want to mention it. You want to organize your shipping procedure to avoid costly mistakes, okay? So this kind of brings together 2 points into one. You want to make sure that you're packaging to avoid breakage. So if you're just taking something and shipping it in a box and then it breaks, this is an incredibly costly mistake because then you have to coordinate with the customer and send out a replacement product or maybe even issue a refund. We want to avoid all of those issues, right? So shipping isn't the place to skimp. Make sure that your procedures or your shipping processes involve packaging your items well. And then the other component of organizing your shipping process is the labor cost, okay? When I used to do the shipping myself, I used to have a shipping station that has all of my stuff in one place. Now my shipping assistant has this, but it has all the boxes, the heavy-duty packing tape, scissors, the bubble wrap, business cards, everything you might possibly need all in one place. So when it's time to pack something, it takes us the least amount of time possible because remember, my time is money and that's a financial cost too. Bonus tip number 6, because you stayed with me till the end. Now, depending on what you sell, you may not need to use cardboard boxes. Boxes are a lot more expensive and heavier to ship than bubble mailers or padded envelopes. So there's definitely some opportunity here for you to get creative with how to give your product ample protection while being able to take advantage of using bubble mailers instead of boxes. So that, my friends, are the top 6 tips that will save you money on your shipping. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave a comment below and subscribe to my channel for more handmade business tips, okay? Don't forget to stay on to watch this next video on the screen.